Hi everybody, this is Mrs. Lee and just wanted to leave you some instructions while I am out testing. Remember, the week of April 23rd, the teachers are helping test the middle school and the elementary school. So you still have, just because you don't have live classes, you still have a lot of work to do this week. So let me just go over quickly what you need to be focusing on. The Georgia milestone, your end of course test, is May the 2nd on Wednesday. It is required for you to take it. It counts 20% of your grade. You will receive an incomplete for the course if you do not take it. If you don't take it, they'll schedule you for a makeup in June, but you will get an incomplete for your report card. So make sure that you know where you're testing and what time to report. The times vary depending on what site you're at. Make sure that you look at those emails. You should be getting emails from your testing site letting you know exactly what time to report and where to report. Make sure you have your calculator that you normally use, okay? If you're an online site, they'll have a calculator on the system, but most of the time you can also bring your handheld. If you're used to the one that you know where your sine, cosine, and tangent, then I would suggest bringing your own. So just to keep in mind, there are no live classes next week, the week of April 23rd, or the week of April the 30th. All the teachers are helping with testing. We cannot answer our phones while we're in the testing room. You can send me an email and I will try each evening to check my emails, but please be patient with me. I'm going to get back with you as soon as I can. So keep in mind, during this week, you do have work to do. The work is in USA Test Prep. Under USA Test Prep, you'll see these EOC Review modules. It'll say EOC Review Module Transformation, EOC Review Module Similarity. So there are 10 of them. So focus on doing 2 of them each day. I'll show you in just a minute, they do have more than one assignment in there, but this is also a great review for your EOC. The week of the EOC, that EOC, like I said, is scheduled. The geometry is scheduled for Wednesday. So try to get everything finished. But if you need to review Monday and Tuesday, you will have that opportunity. In your OHS, all right, if you look in your OHS, here after Instructional Cycle 6, you'll see EOC Practice and Review. So this module we have added for you to have review materials for you. Here is just a link to USA Test Prep telling you what assignments to do in USA Test Prep. So you need to actually go to USA Test Prep to do that. Then you will see this EOC Study Guide and Online Practice. 70% of you will be on computers, and so if you click here, there is a link to a tutorial and some online practice where you can actually look at the tools that you'll be given during the EOC. So I suggest going into there. They give you the password and the username to use to go in and practice those tools. Also, I've got some practice questions that are from the study guide that the Department of Education puts out. You'll see when you click here, you will see that there's a file you can print with 43 questions you can practice. And then it's also got the same file that has those answers and a file that has a very short recording with all of the explanations of the answers in case you're not sure. And then this is the Department of Education study guide that they put out. It's a very long document, but there's a PDF file that is linked there. And then you'll also see all of our EOC review sessions we've had on Fridays at 12:30. There are recording links, and the newsletters that are linked with them are there as well. Okay, so you've got your newsletters and then some additional resources. So make sure that you check out this EOC review material. In USA Test Prep, this is just a sample of what those look like. You'll see geometry volume EOC reviews required. When you expand that, you can see that it's got several short videos. Each one is about no more than 5 minutes long. There's a little performance task for you to do, and there's questions. These you can do unlimited times to practice. And then there's a couple little games. You may have a game, you may have one game. In this one you have 2 games. And what it'll do is it'll average your grade for all of those, and you'll get a grade for this review module. There are 10 separate modules. What we will do is we're going to average 2 of those modules together and give you 1 coursework grade. So you'll have a total of 10 modules to complete, and that will count as 5 coursework grades. So it is due. You'll see this 423. That's just when you are starting it. You need to finish it by the EOC. It doesn't do you any good to practice for the EOC if you do it after the EOC. So try to get these finished by May the 1st at the latest. Just some information about the Georgia milestone. This is information also in the study guide that you have. There are 73 total items. The majority will be multiple choice, but you do have some constructed response and extended response items. There are 2 sections. You'll have up to 85 minutes per section. Make sure that you answer all the questions. Don't leave anything blank on the EOC. Okay, if it's a multiple choice question, remember you can usually narrow down your choices so that you're making a best guess and increasing your odds of getting that correct. With the constructed and extended response, read over the question carefully. See what you know about the question. Write that down. Draw yourself a picture if you need to, but don't leave it blank. Put something that you know. Maybe you just know the formula, or maybe you've got a good guess of how to do it. They can give you partial credit, so just don't leave it blank. Some strategies that they give you is reading over everything correctly. They're going to give you, even if you're on a paper pencil, a computer test, they'll give you a piece of scratch paper and graph papers if you need it. So make sure that you look through that, be aware of your time, try to answer all the questions, stay calm, think positive, you can do it. That testing day, make sure the night before that you get plenty of rest. Don't stay up too late. Eat a good meal, depending if you're morning or afternoon, eat lunch or eat breakfast before you go so that you're not hungry during the test. And then, like I said, make sure you take your own calculator that you're used to. You will not be allowed to use a phone or an Apple Watch. Leave those at home. But you can bring in your graphing or a scientific calculator. At least have your scientific calculator because you want to make sure that you have that sine, cosine, and tangent functions. I would not recommend going out and buying a graphing calculator. Okay? A scientific calculator is all you need. So bring that with you. You can get them under $20 at Walmart or Office Depot. We use that TI-30 Multiview in class, and that one will do you just fine. All right, good luck. I wish everybody well on the EOC. Think positive. Go into that test thinking that you can do that and you are going to ace it. I love this little quote here where they've gotten rid of that impossible. I think anything is possible if you have the mindset and the will and the desire to do it and put the time into it. Roger Clemens. So, good luck, everybody. Have a great week.